Here. I just want to make a quick video about what are the main exercises we're focusing on in the weight room related to the high school athlete. Obviously, you can go on the internet and find dozens and dozens and dozens of exercises. They all get you stronger, right? But obviously, we have time constraints and we have young, lean muscle to develop. So we got to figure out what gives us the most bang for our buck. And when you're looking at specificity, that does come into play for maybe your older high school athlete. If you're talking about a real serious baseball pitcher or quarterback, or maybe you have some sort of cross country runner that you want to really keep lighter. But if we're talking general athleticism, maybe like a freshman who is going to play 3 sports, we're just trying to develop some lean muscle. I really feel like the 9 lifts we're about to highlight are going to get you guys off to a great start. So again, you can look at the program. This is an example of the program I use. There's a lot of lifts on here. We're going to try to get 3, usually at a minimum 5 lifts a day in, hopefully more like 6 or 7. But where's the focus? Well, in the yellow here, each day is what we're focused on, and this is based on the tier system. There's going to be a program video a little later kind of going into more detail about that, but this is a system that Joe Kinn developed. He has a book and has a website out, and he has a lot more info if you want to get into more detail about the tier system. He was with the Carolina Panthers and Arizona State, and I know he's jumped around a lot of places, but I pretty much found that his system worked the best for what I was trying to develop in my athletes, which is total body athleticism. And that's the key with the tier system is it's focusing on total body movements every day. He feels like total body workouts translate the best to the athletic field, and I found out that I do as well based on seeing the results. I've done strength and power. I've done upper lower body splits. I really feel with my time constraints and the lean muscle I'm trying to develop that the tier system kind of got me where I wanted to go as a strength coach the fastest with my athletes, and I saw results. So again, there's a lot of different exercises to pick from, as you can tell on this sheet. Well, what are the 9 we're going to focus on? Okay, so if we're looking at our tiers, okay, we have our upper body tier, okay, we have 3 focus points. Okay, we have a lower body tier, we have 3 focus points, and then we have a total body tier, we have 3 focus points. So these were the lifts that were in the yellow that you just previously saw. So quickly, let's look at our 3 upper body focus exercises, okay? Number 3, we have dumbbell overhead press. Okay, it can be standing, it can be sitting, working the shoulder heads, work a little bit of the trap muscles. Okay. Number 2 is dumbbell incline bench, usually at a 45, pushing all the way down to the shoulders, working unilateral movements, 1 dumbbell at a time. Okay, even though they're both going up at the same time, we're working out each arm, independently. And then our base foundational upper body movement is the barbell bench press. Trying to load up the bar and usually, not usually, get a good push and start really developing those anterior upper body muscles. For each push exercise, which you see all 3 of the upper body tiers are push exercises, we're pushing weight away from our body, we would group that with a pull. So dumbbell rows is a staple of our program. Pull-ups are a staple of our program. We really want to obviously develop the anterior part of our upper body as well as our anterior. But if we're talking about what are the 3 movements that we're going to base the upper body program on, it's these 3. So I don't want you guys, again, to just think that, oh, he's just doing all these push exercises, no pulls. We're doing a ton of pulls, obviously to complement what we're doing with our anterior. So our lower body tiers, going from the bottom, so number 3 would be lunges. Usually with a dumbbell, we can do barbell lunges, but walking lunges, reverse lunges, split squats, step ups, getting that lower body unilateral strength developed. That's our 3rd tier. Number 2 is barbell deadlift. We can use hex bar, but I got away from deadlift for a couple years and I really regret it because I have seen the strength developed using this lift as a central tier. Lower body, hamstring, quads, glutes, low back really get developed when instructed properly and when lifted properly with the deadlift. And then our number 1 tier for the lower body is the back squat, king of the exercise. I think I heard one time more oxygen's used throughout a squat rep than any other exercise in the weight room. Full body, butt below the knees, really trying to develop strength with the back squat. And obviously this is a staple of probably any sound strength program in my opinion. So squat, deadlift, lunges, what we're revolving our lower body strength around in the program. Okay, when we move to total, we're talking about usually our Olympic lifting. So our primary Olympic movement we focus on for young athletes is the clean. We can move into the snatch once we get to maybe the junior, senior, maybe 3 or 4 years of training age under our belt. But our first total body movement is front squat. Now, this is technically a lower body movement, really putting a lot of stress on the anterior part of the lower body and the core. But I like the fact that we rack as if we're racking a clean. So that is why I put it in the total body category, because I feel like it's a great progression lift for a great hang or power clean. So we do, it's a great exercise standing alone, but when we rack it in the front, I really feel like it benefits our cleaners as well. Our second primary total body movement is the high pull. We'll pull from the ground, we'll pull from the hip, we'll pull from the knee, as long as our knuckles down, our elbows are up. Again, triple extending ankle, knee, and hip into full extension. That's what we're trying to build a foundation of with the high pull. And then we're going to finish with a clean. We really, really believe in the power clean. We really believe in Olympic lifting in our program. Nothing we feel like translates to the field more than the power clean. 0.3 seconds. Getting the feet, triple extended and getting under that weight translate to sports. Our best cleaners every year are our best athletes, and there's a lot of technicalities of the clean. I'm not going to claim I'm an Olympic strength coach, but I will say I really believe that I found a productive way to get any type of athlete the flexibility to get into a good clean position. And this kind of highlights previous videos have come out about progression exercises. So I've got an upper body progression video. Okay, let's get our kids the push-up strength before we put them in the bench. I've done a lower body squat, lower body progression video. Let's get the hip flexibility to do a squat before we move into weighted movements. And then obviously, let's teach the kids how to jump. There's jump progressions before we just get them in the bar cleaning. So these are the 9 lifts that I feel like we can really build a solid foundation on for our athletes. I really, really enjoy seeing the progress with these lifts as the kids move through 6-week cycles. We only test bench, squat, clean, and deadlift, but these 9 are what we're kind of going to base our program around. And then each day, as you can see in the program again, we'll build around our tiers. So on Monday, bench, high pull lunges, we're going to build around our tiers with supplemental exercises, squat, incline bench, deadlift. And then we got 3 red lifts. We're going to build around our tier lifts. I'll talk more about programming and how it's programmed in a different video. I just wanted to give a quick explanation of what are the lifts we're focusing on in the weight room for high school athletes. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.